Welcome back to another episode of Let's Play 1001 Games. I'm your host of Gaming, Jay. And today we're hopping into Everyday Shooter, which... have we played this before? God, it feels like maybe we have. I mean, once the game gets going, maybe I'll realize we have not. But it sounds just so familiar. There was like a Wii game we played. I don't think it was called Everyday Shooter, but anyway, I don't know. Let's go ahead and figure out what it is we're getting ourselves into here today. What are we committing to? Okay, this doesn't look familiar. So that's good. Excuse me. I have a big spreadsheet where I'm tracking all these 1001 games, so I definitely am sort of making sure there are no duplicates. You know, when you're this deep in the list, when you're about 850 games in, you need some sort of organizational system. You can't just fly by the seat of your pants. Okay, this... I've never seen this before in my life. Okay. Oh, I see. So you can sort of press the different buttons to shoot in different directions. This is basically just like Geometry Wars, only more comic booky. It looks like. I blink, I'm worth more. I think we have to rescue the white dots. Come here, little brethren. Little dot brethren. We're dot on dot heroes here. Kind of feels like we're fighting like DNA or something, you know, like we're a little nanite in the bloodstream that's, you know, dealing with parasitic organisms and low white blood cell counts or whatever it is. Red blood cells. I don't know. Is there such a thing as white blood cells? I feel like I've heard that term, but maybe I'm making it up on the spot. But, I mean, I've seen blood. It generally looks red to me, so I don't know where the white stuff comes in, but I believe it's there. People far more learned than myself can probably attest to the fact that, oh, it's there. You got a bit of white in there. Your blood would look even, it would be an even deeper red if you didn't have the white mixed in there. Gives it more of a pinky hue, I guess. I don't know. I don't know. I believe it's there, I guess it is, who knows. But anyway, I guess we're some sort of like little nanite probe that's sent in Geometry Wars style. You know, because in the future, let's face it, the future of humanity is not learning how to better ourselves and eat healthier. It's figuring out how to get little robots to unclog our carotid arteries that are just full of McDonald's and Harvey's and Wendy's and pizza and all the delicious beer we want to drink. You know, that's the future of civilization. It's not figuring out how to be healthy. It's figuring out how to make the unhealthy stuff not kill us quite so fast. But you know what? I'm one to speak. I have some of the worst dietary habits of anyone I know. I'm just... I love pop. I love... actually, no, I was going to say I love sugar. I don't really care for sugar all that much. Like, I could do without cake and cookies and all that stuff. I don't really eat that stuff very often. What I do eat way too much of is fast food. I'm a sucker for pizza and burgers. You know, any day of the week I will take a burger. Sometimes twice in one day. I said it. I can admit, you know, it's like the first step to getting help is admitting you've got a problem. Oh, I've got a problem. But yeah, you know, it's one of those things where it's like I always feel like I should eat more salads and stuff, and then like I go through phases where I eat better than other times, but you know, I always feel like I'm faking it. You know, I'm never like eating a salad like, yes, I prefer this to a burger. I'm always sort of like, I know this is better for me and I'll live longer. And you know, it doesn't I don't sweat when I eat a salad the same way as when I eat a steak or anything like that, but it is not what I prefer to be eating, you know. It's like that old saying, like, you know, a man can do as he wills, but he cannot will as he wills. Basically, like, you can choose to eat a burger or a salad, but you can't choose whether you're going to enjoy a salad more than a burger. You know, you can totally eat that salad. I could never eat a burger for the rest of my life. But deep down, I would always crave that burger, and there's nothing I can do to get that craving to go away. I can't turn into a salad guy. I've tried. It's just not in my DNA. But with the help of these helpful little nanites, maybe one day they can be. Maybe one day you can pop a pill where it's like salads taste better to you than any hamburger. And, Or you know, the other option is all that impossible meat stuff. If we can just figure out a way to make meat totally out of vegetables, but make it taste delicious yet be healthy for us, that's the ticket. So yeah, anyway. Maybe one day we'll learn the ancient secret of self-control, but until then it's all about tricking your body with advanced technology so that you can continue to eat garbage. That's my future. Anyway, so this feels like very much like a Geometry Wars style game. Actually I have the volume really low, and this is like non-stop action, so I can't stop, so I can't even hear what you guys are hearing. I know I tune the volume down a little bit when I make my videos, but I always try and leave it loud enough that you can kind of hear what's going on, while also not having it like overwhelm my delightful commentary. So you can probably hear more sound effects than I can. It's essentially muted on my end. I don't know. It could be an announcer giving me hints. It could be awesome music. Who knows? It'll be a delightful treat when I go to edit this video. I'll find out what kind of audio is in this game. I go, oh, those were nice songs. I think I just went to dot heaven, by the way. We leveled up. In real life, if you're just going about your day and all of a sudden everything fades to white, that is a terrible sign. That means you're probably dying. You need to get to a hospital as quick as possible. Every level has a different something. You can catch all of that. Oh man, these things, Jesus. They take 1 billion hits. How are you supposed to kill this thing? Oh my god, that is brutal. Oh, what does this do? Oh, it kills me! Okay. Try and kill this thing as quick as we can. My god. Okay, we got it. Oh, and they killed like the whole chain. That reminds me of Star Trek Enterprise when they had to kill the spheres in the Delphic Expanse. And once you kill one, like the whole network would go down. It's kind of interesting. Maybe there's like a weak one, like a, you know, weak element in the chain. You can bust it up, and we'll just decimate the rest. Boom! I think I died in that. How did that happen? I think it got me there. Okay, these ones seem to be weaker. That first one that we got was like insanely powerful. No, it's spawning like whatever these things are. They're sort of like energy ghosts or something. Oh my god, I can't kill any of this stuff. I just gotta dodge it all. I can kill these green guys. I can hit them. Alright, die! Everyone get away from me. I died again. Alright, well, clearly doing poorly on this. Can I kill these like little eggs? That's something that can be done. Maybe you need to like kill all the little ones so that it like weakens the big daddy. I don't know, the world of a dot turns out to be very complex. There's all sorts of ins and outs, political intrigue, allegiances, alliances, betrothal, and general heartache. Oh god. I don't know if I'm doing this right or not. It seems to be like there's more of the bad stuff is spawning. These look like tree trunks with beaks or something like that. It's getting bigger the more I shoot it. I definitely think we're experiencing a little bit of slowdown here. I can't 100% tell if it's supposed. It feels like it's slowing down a bit. So, you know, this is your favorite game. I'm probably butchering it, but I think as I've said in the last few videos, these days I've taken more and more and more to playing things on emulator, almost out of convenience. It's just so much simpler to do it this way. Oh, we got a chain. We did it. Oh, I think I hear the sound just like totally messing up. Oh my god, we like cleared the whole screen. Jesus. Okay, hold on. I'm gonna see if I can mess with the frame rate stuff, because it probably is pretty bad for you guys, especially if you can hear the audio. So let me see if I can fix this. Okay, I turned on something called lazy texturing or whatever. It's supposed to be so. Oh yeah, seems to be faster already. I don't know if it can maintain this speed. Whoa, Nelly. Oh yeah, look at this. This is way more smooth. Oh, did I just die? Oh god! What the hell is that? Final result, 71% complete. Okay. Let's try a single play here, see what this is. Locked, 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 locked. Back to main menu. Okay, well, we're not doing that again, I guess. We're just go with the normal play. We literally haven't passed enough levels to have the honor of actually playing. I feel insulted, frankly. They're like, hey, you're not authorized. It's like when you accidentally wander backstage or something and somebody catches you. They're like, hey, you're not authorized to be here. What are you doing? What do you think you're doing, punk? You don't have the credentials to play these levels solo. It's like getting your license, you have to prove that you're not going to smash the car up in a fiery accident and kill everyone. Gotta be with a registered, driver for a while there. Us right now. So I guess, so I turned a few things on, like frame skipping and things like that. It's speeding it up quite a bit, which is nice to see. So yeah, I guess my computer just sucks. Can't even properly emulate a PSP game. And, well, I guess I am also recording at the same time. So there's that, but still I feel a little, it's emasculating, let's put it like that. Everybody wants their computer to be able to run PSP games. Oh god. Yeah, so there's occasional texture glitches and stuff, but yeah, anyway, the life of a dot. Who knew? Very Geometry Warsy. Very Geometry Warsy. I feel like when Geometry Wars came out, I mean, it definitely was like, a thing. Oh, I wanted to shoot that the other way. Okay, whatever. Boom, get in there. Okay, can I get this one up here? Boom, get that. Those, like, bomb things are the best, because you want them to, like, try and blow up big quadrants of enemies, but, here, boom. Oh, I missed it! Get in there! Oh, we got killed! We chained some guys. Chained them good. Alright, got that guy and that guy. It's almost like an evolution of, like, Galaxian and stuff, like those old shooters, or even, like, Asteroids, or what was it, Robotron, or Smash TV. It's Galaxian in the sense of it's just like shooting enemy ships and stuff, but it's like much more complex with like the movement in the 2D plane. Like in Galaxian, you can only move left and right. Here, I can move in all 4 directions, left, right, up, and down, any combination of that. You can shoot in any direction, enemies can come from any direction. So it's a far more complex game is what I'm saying. But it's almost like an evolution. It feels sort of like where Galaxian might have gone eventually. Sort of like this way, or it could also go in the like, sort of like 2D shooter realm. Like Salamander and Gradius, those kinds of games. Because this is sort of like a one screen. Well, I mean, not sort of. It is. It's like a one screen game, reminiscent of like old arcade games that would, take place on a single screen. Boom, boom. All right, we made it to Dot Heaven. We did it. Welcome to the afterlife, boys. You know what happens in heaven? More killing. Kill them all and let, well, God sort them out. It is the afterlife, after all. Gotcha. Watch the graphics carefully to discover them all. I will. Okay, I wish you could kill these things instead of just... I guess you can just avoid them. The secret there. Pro tip! Avoid the enemy bullets and energy beams that are fired in your direction. You only get that kind of gaming insight on this channel, guys. You're not going to find that on your regular... long plays and let's plays and all that. I give you guys the raw deal. Sorry, the raw story. The raw deal is a bad deal, right? Well, you probably get that too. But also the raw story. Oh, God! There's a sneak. Oh, what? We're dead! Already? Use these points to unlock extras. Oh, okay. So we have 612 points. And we can't buy anything. Oh my god. We'll do one more round, I guess. Did you see that title screen said a queasy game by Jonathan Mack or something? We'll have to take a closer look at that. This, I think, was a PSP downloadable game. I think it was an indie game, actually. It feels like an indie game. If it was by a studio, then they definitely went the indie direction in its feel and gameplay and stuff. But yeah, you gotta unlock stuff. Even a dot doesn't have it easy. Even a dot's gotta unlock things once in a while, you know? Go in, you save up all your little dot points at the end of the day. You pay for dot college for your little dots, and you save up a nice reserve of dots for the day when you hang it all up. You hang up this crazy gig of dot-on-dot warfare. You let the arteries clean themselves. You go home to your dot wife and just try and live a happy retirement in Dot, Florida. Why do all retired people go to Florida, by the way? So I'm Canadian. When I retire, I'm not going to Florida. Especially, like, I never 100% got it when, before Florida went crazy, but now that it's, like, some sort of, like, crazy conservative, like, you know, I don't know even what you'd call it right now, but it's gone crazy, and, I mean, maybe it's sweet if you're old. Maybe when you're old, you're like, yeah! I don't know what you'd be cheering for, but you cheer it all anyway. Maybe it's awesome when you're old. You're like, yes, exactly what I wanted. But being Canadian, you know, like, I don't know, you moved to Florida, and now healthcare is not free, and guns are everywhere, and I don't know, it just does not seem like my kind of place. I don't get what the appeal is. But maybe you know what, I guess I'm just not I'm not Florida material. I guess I'd never cut it in Florida. I wouldn't make it. But yeah, I mean, there's beaches and stuff, I'll give you that. But like for me, I've always thought, like, if you're gonna go somewhere warm, like to me, California seemed like the place to go. You know, technology, movies, movie stars, you know, and you also got beaches and stuff there, right? Whereas Florida is sort of like swampland, hurricanes, Disney World, tourists. It just seems less cool. I don't know. You know what? Is any retired person watching this? I'd really love to know. I truly don't 100% know who my demographics are of my viewers. Maybe you're retired. Maybe you are in Florida and you love it. And if so, I mean, you know, disrespect. But I also am curious, like, what brought you to Florida, man? What you doing down there? Are you loving it? You eating life up? Eating it with a spoon? Let me know. Be curious. But I don't think, personally, I'm Florida material. Just, it doesn't jive with a lot of things for me. From very practical things to, like, ideologically, I'm not for Florida, you know. It ain't for me. But maybe it's for you, and if so, power to you. Don't worry, we'll send our nanites down to clean your arteries the same way we would anyone. We don't discriminate at Nanite Incorporated. Send these, we inject these little buggers into everyone, whether they want them or not. As we say in the nanite business, a bloodstream overrun with nanites is one that isn't being clogged by burger grease. Oh! Are you effing kidding me? I'm doing worse. Every time I'm doing worse. Only 90 points? Wait, I got 690 before, didn't I? Anyway, alright. A Queasy Game by Jonathan Mack. Okay, well, we gotta look up what the 1001 book has to say about this one. Everyday shooter. It felt like a little indie shooter game. It felt fine. I've played like indie shooter games before, like Shooter, Pixel Junk Shooter. And I have to say, like, I feel like Pixel Junk Shooter, like, blew me away, and I really liked. This one, it's like Geometry Wars, but even Geometry Wars, I think my initial impression of it was better. Although I have to be fair and say that when I played Geometry Wars, I'd never played it before. So this, I'm going into it having played Geometry Wars and many other games. So maybe back in the day, this would have interested me more. But I feel like it's a fine game. It's just sort of like a pretty basic, I mean, everyday shooter, you know? I mean, that's literally the title describes it well. It's like a very typical, average, fine, normal shooter game. Everyday Shooter is a love poem to the shoot 'em up, a formal study of the chain combo, and a showcase for its designer's impressive guitar playing. It's a punishing action game with a tranquil presentation and the structure of a record album. Levels are tracks, and shuffle mode lets you play them in any order. Each one lasts as long as the song that forms its soundtrack. Designer Jonathan Mack has described the game as an album of games exploring expressive power of abstract shooters. Blah, blah, blah. So the music, which I literally couldn't hear, it's kind of ironic, was somehow tied to the game. So there's a whole level I didn't even experience here today, but you guys did, so that's good enough. Mac overstates the importance of the player. Not only are your musical contributions just accents to your score, your ship is shrunk to a tiny dot which zips around the screen firing in all directions. Think Robotron. Okay, yeah, we did. Your tiny stature matches your inability to control the pace of the enemies. You don't beat the game so much as appreciate it. Okay. Well, I hope you guys appreciate this, because if you don't, you're playing it wrong. Everyday Shooter here, one of the games in the book 1,000 video games just play before you die. I think it's an interesting little indie curiosity, but not anything that I would personally write home to. I'd say if you want a game like this, Geometry Wars strikes me as a much better indie game. Admittedly made by a bigger team. And again, if you like shooters, I'm not saying you won't enjoy this or there's anything wrong with it, but I also found it just sort of, like a normal game. I don't know. What do you guys think? Everyday Shooter here. Is it the best game ever made? Let me know in the comments down below. And as always, whatever you think of the game, whatever you think of my opinion, hope you enjoyed yourselves. If you did, like the video, subscribe, all that stuff, and I will catch you in the next one. Till next time, my friends, you take care of yourselves. And peace.